Hey, hey, what's up? It's the first episode meeting Kiki for our book club. Yay! A few minutes late here. We've been trying to get settled in. We had to go and do grocery stuff and eating dinner stuff and all that. Baby Magic is here. She didn't go down yet for a rest. So here we are. Yes, I'm trying to get the thing over here going so I can see your comments. And we'll see who shows up. Hopefully everybody was here to able to get here in time. Hey, hey. Seeing some people here. We have our book here, Jambalaya, as well as some of our other options. So, yeah, we're just going to talk about different things like, what kind of study do we want to do? How quickly do we want to read it? Do we want to go the next book? Do we want that to be the runner up, or do we want to have fresh options every time? All those kind of things. Yes, so kind of see the pace. Do we have a lot of quick readers who want to go through books by the week, or do we have people who want to pace it out like kind of over the month and see where everyone is with their book as far as like have they got it ordered yet or not? Yeah, so I'm just going to give some time on here and see who comes on. I think a lot of people think this is live. The readings, we're not doing readings on this one. This is the book club part. Here you go, sweetheart. Baby Magic has her little baby snacks over here. I was still munching on some pizza too. What's good? What are y'all up to? How's everyone doing? Or do we have the silent participants on the chat so far? Yes. They're like, I don't want you to know who I am. Here you go, here you go. Here you go, honey. Yes, yes. So I'm just letting the room fill up a little bit. First timer. Hi, Crystal. Hi. I'm doing well. I'm just tired. It was a long day out there in the heat doing some errands, but I'm glad to be home and relax. And tomorrow we have a holiday. So, yes. How are you? Yes. So have you guys done book clubs before? Is it your first time just on a live, or is it your first time for a book club? Yeah, I've done book clubs mostly in school. I don't know that I've had like a serious book club that actually stayed together since school. Very humid here. Good for you. Holidays are nice. Yes, thank you. Where it's humid where you're at. Do you want to say what part of the world that you're in, or part of the country? First time for a book club. Yay, that's exciting. That's super exciting. I'm trying to look here and see. I have a general book club kind of guideline that we can all mull over. I'm going to put the link of what I have in the chat right now. But there wasn't, usually there's like a lot of options as far as like different books, at least the ones we read in school. There's tons of online study guides, but this one did not have it. So this one has some ideas of what we can do for study questions. Hi, Natalie. Hey. Hey, you want to say hi to Natalie? She's grinning. You hear her? So there's some ideas on that page, some questions we can ask. But I think it'll also be good for us to just kind of kiki, talk about what jumped out at us, and everyone kind of bring their own style. And I think it would be cool because, we might have a bunch of people who are on different levels of book clubbing, that some people might like to journal, some people might like just to keep their ideas in mind and talk about it here. So yeah, I just want to hear everyone's ideas. I'm a Pisces, so I love just kind of connecting and seeing what everyone thinks and getting the vibe of the particular group that's meeting. So I know we had like 50 different people that liked the book club option and on the polls and stuff. So hopefully a big enough group of us can tune in at the same time right now. I will try to have more firm dates. It's just, toddler. Do you need this one? Let's see. Yes, saw a spell with cow's tongue. I said, oh, we witching. Yes, that will shut someone up, let me tell you. I like to journal. I'm a sticky note sticking out of the book as a flex type of Capricorn. Did you see that Capricorn meme I post on Insta? It said, what did it say? I'm a Cash App sun, a Venmo moon, and a PayPal rising. I said, this is Capricorn. Cracking me up. Yes, so I like to do both. Sometimes I do write in books. I know I have a friend that's a Virgo moon, and that's just like her, like, no, you don't do it. You don't write in books. She doesn't even like to get used books sometimes. I actually, a lot of books in the area that I've gotten, astrology books, you were connected with earbuds. Was it very loud? A lot of astrology books that I've gotten in the area have actually been like very highlighted. There's like one lady who's owned them all. Like every like the library sales, the half price books, anywhere you get a used astrology book, it was like all owned by the same lady because she has all their information. Like, y'all, I could stalk her entire family if I want. All of her friends, all of her family, like she has their notes, who's has what. It's crazy. And I have tons of her books because I would go and buy them cheap, right? But yes, so I mean, I don't know, all my Pisces flex, I can do a variety of things. Is it buffering for you? Yeah, depending on different people's internet, it might kind of buffer for some of us at different times. Yeah, you dancing? Is that good? Yeah, tasty, tasty. She has been hungry today. Oh my gosh. You're back up in time. Okay. And sometimes my comments get behind, so that's probably what it is. Oh, make sure that the comments are on live chat because if not, you might not see everybody's comments. So, yes. Yeah, hopefully people will comment and talk, so we can have more dialogue. But maybe as we go along, people will feel more comfortable. We might have, a lot of earth signs in here who ain't trying to small talk around. So we'll see. All right, so some other options. Okay, so first question up to the gavel. Do we want to remember the books that came in like second and third? Or do we want to like just kind of put up new books for the poll each time? I'm really centered on BIPOC books. So I have like indigenous and black written books here, people of color books, just because we don't hear that voice. And in our community here, we don't hear that voice. So I really want to make sure we give voice to as many of that as possible. Kind of like with this book, she's Afro-Indigenous and French, and she can speak directly to, these magics and things and her experiences, which are now trending. Baby's singing. New books, but I really want to read Mama Day. Yeah, like I was kind of a little bit like, oh, when Mama Day fell behind, to be honest. Okay, of course, the other Pisces, no strict ideas. Yes, excuse me. Okay, so maybe we'll see if everyone else really wants to do Mama Day, and then we'll also have some books on the back burner. I'm starting this one on the side, but I could read it again. It's Two Old Women, and it's written by an Athabascan indigenous woman. I bought it off of the Better World books, and it used to be a library book. So this one is like an authentic, like she's the first one to write it down and record it that her family passed down. Yeah, so like stuff like that is really cool, that I just want to kind of have that kind of vibe where we get into some real stuff, Yes, so we have these ones were our runner-ups, Mama Day and then American Street. So we can just keep them in mind and see how people are feeling. Also, it'll be like, well, depending, that's our second question, is to see, snack and don't have too strict. New books, but okay, I read that. Pisces Queen, I can go with the flow. Exactly. I'm like, okay. I like to, tap in and see what a particular group is feeling. I do the same thing with my, I call them my coven classes, my tarot, astrology, witching classes for, well, anybody, but especially with the young people too. I just kind of see the personalities that show up and the vibe that we have. And then I can augment certain things so that everyone, we find a group kind of groove to go into. So that's why I'm like, come on, I got to know you guys' opinions and what you're feeling. Otherwise, yes. So the other question, oh, what was it? I just lost. Oh, how fast paced do we want to go through the book? Yes, how education should be, right? You got to check what people's mercuries are, things like that. And I've had some classes that, there were more earth mercuries. We did more hands-on examples. We slowed things down. I have had classes that were like fire and air mercuries, and we went through so many subjects per class. It was ridiculous. So it just depends, but it's fun for me because I'm Pisces, so I'm just like, hey, it's all fun. Um, yeah, so about how fast do you guys go through books? I can be a very quick read. I do have to put the caveat of being a mom to a toddler, but I can read a book in a day. So, give me a few days at least. If the pressure's on, of course, like bajillion things are gonna happen. Let's blaze through this shit, right? So when I was looking on the online book clubs, they were like, oh, some of them, they just read the book. Like they don't talk to each other as they read the book. They just read the book. And then the next Monday, everyone's done with the book and they have questions. Like they just shoot over it. This is what I like. This is what I didn't like. Boom, bam, done, next. So I'm okay with that. But I know a lot of people, I was getting the feeling that they were going to be first timers. I know people got jobs, so I don't want to push it too fast and then people feel like they're not included. I also want to know how many lives to pace because I think it would be good, like if we all read to like a halfway point or a few chapters in, depending on what we decide. And then we like come and kiki like, oh man, like that part right there, so we can talk about it, have a little suspense together, see how we feel, and then see how if that changes as we go. So I thought that would be a cool idea. I want to, offer it to the group and see. And I'm going to leave this up. So I'm going to leave this up and we'll probably tomorrow evening, I'll kind of see, who's commented on it. I'm sure people are working. They're doing holiday stuff and everything. I thought we would do a chapter or a few and then Kiki. Yes, that's what I was thinking. I thought that would be fun. So it's kind of like you're watching the movie together, you get into it with your friend, and then you're like, okay, we got to pause this. Let's grab our popcorn. Let's talk about this. Or when you're binging like a show, Okay, so that sounds good. So far, unless we have a ton of people comment later, like they did to get Jambalaya instead of Mama Day, then that's how we'll do it. So are we thinking about a week? Crystal, do you have any opinions about time frame or reading speed and there's no wrong answer. I just know that we have, everyone has family stuff and all this kind of thing. So I just want to be very flexible and inclusive to what everyone's working with personally. Yes, because that's the whole point. I just like everyone coming together, diving in. Yes. Because let's see how many chapters we have before we get into looking at the author and all of that. So there are how many pages in my edition, I should say. Oh wait, that's a conclusion write-up that she has. And I'm going to leave it up to everyone if they want to kind of like read the intro or not. We can talk about that information, but I ain't going to everyone can read whatever parts they want, to be honest. Conclusion, the altar circle. So if we include her conclusion, there's like 258, I think, pages. 259. Okay, wait a minute. 260. She just kept going, child. Okay, 263 pages with the illustration. If we go and read the conclusion here. Otherwise, let's see. Yeah, because it's kind of like a working book, a story. Like it has charts, it has, magical information, it has the crossing of different story paths, kind of the feeling of New Orleans. I know one of the chapters I was reading breaks down, like it uses stories to explain the different Orisha. So it's like, it's kind of like a self-biography mixed in with like a grimoire, which is really cool. Like this one, there's Oya, no Shun. So I don't know if you guys looked through it, but for anyone who's waiting on their book, so there's some real stuff in here. And this is powerful, man, y'all. I'm telling you, not to be taken lightly, these offerings. Woo! Okay. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, I've done some of these. They won't they do it? All right. So yeah, we probably can go through a little quicker because there is so much, so many parts of it that are like, working altars and stuff. Can you give me an example of what you've done? I don't know if I can, because the Orisha are the more you get into it, the more they will reprimand you for disclosing too much, I found out. I have one that was not happy to me for a while. It's just like she was okay with it, and all of a sudden she was like, bam, not anymore. And I was like, dang, she was not happy with me for a while. And I was like, I'm sorry, I didn't know. But yes, there are, I'll sit and see if they allow me once we get to these parts to kind of communicate some of my experiences from some of these. But yeah, as you go more in, a lot of spirits, especially like the Orisha and the Loa, they will be like, that's enough, you know. And certain deities, I think like Hecate is like that. Once you connect with her, you know, different pantheons have deities that are like that, you know. Like, hey, that's my business. But yeah, so it'll be great for all of us to pace through if we have similar experiences, even if people don't follow these specific spirits, if they relate to them through their own, you know, ancestors or deities. Like, I think it's going to be amazing because it really is. Look, I was going to say it's a working book and it's working the rainbow. So I'm so excited. Okay, so let's see. What do you guys think? Oh, who has the book? It's hard because a lot of people aren't talking and a lot of people aren't here right now. I'm sorry. I try to get a good time. You have the book. Okay. I hope maybe I should do a poll and people will feel more comfortable with that for the people who won't comment. I understand some people, like I have a lot of people that get private readings with me and they'll come on Facebook, but they make fake accounts to get a reading, and they're just like, you know, they don't want their family or anyone to know, or they might be in areas where it's very persecuted to do this kind of stuff. So I definitely absolutely respect that. I just so I'm not trying to force anyone to like reveal yourself. I just want to make sure that we have your opinions considered, you know. So I'm trying to like have a little bit bigger group so we can have a better chance of having everyone's ideas included. All right, so like this is chapter 4, so it's about that much. So how far in? You keep putting it on the floor, it's gonna keep staying there. It doesn't bounce unless mama picks it up. Okay, so there's different parts. Do you guys want to work to like a part, like to through part 1? Let's see where part 1 would end. All right, so the end of chapter 3, like this much here, which is 50 pages, would be part 1. Do you guys want to read part 1 and then connect on like Tuesday, or would that be too soon? Would Wednesday or Thursday? I could, you know, I'm prepared if people need a more time frame to do a month. I'm prepared if people want to go through it in a week. So I honestly, either is okay with me. I just really need to know what everyone else is thinking. Here, I'm going to get you some more. Just a minute, sweetheart. Okay, let me just let it close. A week, and we can get together on next Sunday and see. Okay, so should we set check-in points then for little kikis throughout the week, little book club meetings to see how we're feeling? Or are you saying you want a week to read the first part? Ooh. Let me know. And again, anyone who's watching this afterwards, this is open. Please go ahead and put, if the comments have a completely different setup that works better for everyone else, you know, we'll be flexible. But if everyone can pretty much is like, hey, you guys make it and we'll show up kind of thing, or we'll read it by that time, then, you know, we'll go ahead and do that. And I'm sorry if we couldn't get a good time for everyone. A week for the first part. Okay, that works. And then maybe more people will be here next week and we can tweak it so that there's time for them to find info. Sounds great. Yes. And then yes, because some people might not have a book. Yes, I was also wondering if anybody, I don't know if anybody is in need of a book, if there are people who are like, hey, I would, you know, get a book for someone in the group if they didn't have one, or if we can compile ideas. If anyone is in the realm of those things, just comment so we can throw it out there, okay? Because I want everyone to be included. Yes, but definitely check like used bookstores and libraries if you haven't gotten one yet and you need one as well, or just, you know, comment and see what the community is able to do if you really want to join in but you're not able to get a book at this time. Okay, so let's see. So the first, I'm trying to see, oh, how about just use the table of contents, silly mama. Okay, oh, there's 3 parts. Okay, and then there's the conclusion. So yeah, I guess we'll do it in about 3 weeks then. We'll do 1 by next Sunday, finish part 1, and then 2, and then 3 plus the conclusion. this time will be like all the intro in one if anyone wants to read the intro. All right, so cool. So I really want to check in with oh, this one or this one. Sorry. That's what I was starting to say, earlier when you were saying you're hungry too. She has been eating so much. She's like growing. I think her legs are another inch longer. Like, she grocery store trying to shop, and she ate like 4 of these little like fruit veggie puree pouch things. I was like, dang. Okay. Yay, I'm so excited. And oh, you know what's a really cool idea? We'll leave this video open, so if anybody wants to discuss it like throughout as you're reading it this week, come here on the video and then just like shoot the breeze, like, you know, if you're like, hey, I tried this ritual, or hey, I have this revelation after we read this passage, or, you know, whatever like that. You might have to put some disclaimers if people haven't gone through, but this space will stay really, really open to that. I'm so excited. And I think as I'm excited for this book club to grow, so that like as we go throughout the year, we'll get our process down, get more and more like involved, and, you know, be able to just feel relaxed. So I am sorry, I'm leaning over because I want to pull up the biography again, if I could spell it right, of the author. Let's see. So I think she wrote this book in the 80s. It's from her own experience living in New Orleans. She is Choctaw, so indigenous, Black, and French. So definitely Creole over here. Here we go. Yay, yay. She is completely like a, you know, priestess, everything, initiated in a few different paths. Oh, wow. Look at her. She got a fabulous website up. Let me see if I can move this computer over and show y'all. Look, doing it big. That is the author here. Has an entire, you can, oh my God, y'all, we can still, she has Jamaican healing retreat. Oh, she has a course actually called Jambalaya Spirit, which is based on her teachings in the book. Spirit consultation, classes, events. Y'all, what? Hey, we're going to have a Divine Rebel Book Club retreat. Yes. So let's see. Wait a minute. Hold up. Did I just see she has a YouTube channel? She poppin'. Like, I didn't even know. I had read about her, but I hadn't fully. Is that cool? Baby says it's cool. Okay, so I don't think it's a video. Is it where she posts her own videos? Or she does have a few videos up here. Like five videos. Okay, yes, let me go in the comments so I can see what you're saying. Yes. Her classes, I don't know if they're just online. I know the one I was looking at is online. Yeah, online classes and events. So I'm not sure if she does anything. She got a Patreon. We'll have to bless her up. All this kind of stuff. So, yes. And woo, she said Ancestor Shop Apparel. Yes, check out her website. It's Yeye Luisha Tish. I think it's Tish or Tish. I have to look up the pronunciation as well. Here we go. Okay, let's see. She doesn't have her bio on there. There you go. I'm sorry. When she's whining, it's because she's at that phase now where she throws things onto the ground from her playpen, and then she whines that they're on the floor. So she's okay. She's just exploring her babiness. 'Tis all. Okay, so I'm not going to be able to see the comments for a minute because I'm going to go and look up her thing here. So I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. It's just like, yes. Oh, she's a Taurus. Oh, you know what? Actually, we'd have to cast her chart because she's on the 20th. She could be an Aries or a Taurus, depending on the year. Let's see. She's a teacher and author. She's most notably this book. She's born in New Orleans. Her dad was an African Methodist Episcopal. Was he a minister? It just like messes up there. She is, oh my gosh, 2 generation servants and only 1 generation from slavery. Her mother was Catholic, Haitian, French, and Choctaw. Her original ancestry also includes Yoruba, which is where all the Orisha come from, is the Yoruba, and a lot of us may be from that area. There you go. You're being silly. Please don't throw it down. Yes. So she became an initiate of Lukumi tradition and religion in the 1970s, taught in 1977. Oh, she's currently in Oakland. You were asking where she lives. She's in Oakland. No, I'm not going to pick it up anymore. No. Yes. Yeah, and she's a priestess. So she's an artist activist as well. Yes, I'm very excited. This is like folklore kind of stuff. Oh, you know who we definitely have to throw in the mix is Zora Neale Hurston. That's who Witchy Pup is named after. Let me come back so I can see comments. Hi, MC. Yes. Oh my gosh. What's up? What's up? She said, hi, baby magic. Yes, so I'm really hyped. We have to put Zora Neale Hurston books up in here. She specifically has the book, like she documented all of like the hoodoo in the South and stuff like that. Oh, I'm so excited for this book club. Yeah, yeah. Are you excited too? Woohoo! Are you doing your AAA? Good job. She's doing her A in sign language. Well done. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, so we're gonna meet back on Sunday. We're do only the first part. So the book is divided into 3 parts. We'll read the first part. This video will be up for people to chat on, communicate, have their revelations on. So if you don't want to have potential spoilers, hopefully people will put if it's going to be a real spoiler. But put your experiences if you start having dreams. I have not read it yet. Oh no, we haven't read it yet. Nope, we're starting tonight and we're going to have it read by next Sunday. And we'll talk about it. And hopefully people will feel more comfortable to join in. Everybody, if there's like a very specific time, I can try to work the baby's schedule around that if I know ahead of time. If like everyone's like, hey, 3 o'clock, let's do it. Or like 7, then we can try to work around it. So yeah, any feedback to the questions in this video, everyone just drop them below. So we're going to work so far how we have it. We're going to work through this book in about 3 weeks. Just to give everyone pace and time with everything going on in life. We'll work through the first part. Let me show you the table of contents again. The first part here to page 48 and all the preface and everything by next Sunday. Then the next week we'll do part 2, and then that last week we'll finish out. And we'll decide, as we go, if we want to develop anything. We can all feel free to bring questions, develop questions of your own, notate passages you want to discuss. Like, I'm so excited. It should be so much fun. Everybody's voice is important and included. So yes, definitely feel that you can offer up your insight in the group. Okay, I thought it would be cool. Should we read like the first page together? I'm going to skip like the intro and the preface for everyone. There's a lot of back history, but I thought it would be kind of cool. What do you guys think? Yeah. I'm just waiting. Yes, read along. Okay, so we'll read like the first little part. So part 1, Whispering Wisdoms, is what this section's called. Of course, it's like all mystic. Yay. Ooh, we have a poem. It's like this is like her diary in a way. It's so cool. And I love the first, like this growing up tipsy is what she calls growing up, with the spirit gifts, which is like, yes, I love it. So it says, wooden stairs crumbled with red brick, holy waters sprinkled on the floor. St. Michael slays that old demon, quiet like behind the front door. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, she cries, come on in here and sit down. Coffee is sipped from a Demetes cup in my mama's part of town. Don't cross your legs at the table. Beware the cook that don't eat. Mind your home training for company. Don't dare sweep that woman's feet. A frizzy is running around outside, scratching up gree-gree, and rattlesnake skins and mug-bug fins round a blue plate of congee. Back yonder in the burning barrel, there's sulfur and rags aflame. Wrapped in red thread, up under it 9 times she's writ somebody's name. Beyond the fence things a growin', cow greens, milkweed, and devil's bread. Sunday morning she's stiff starch and Catholic alternate, white rag on her head. Ask the woman where she goin', or dare to ask her where she been. You'll find bluing water on ya doorstep, and you're breathing disease by the wind. Being as how I'm her daughter, I dared to ask her one time, Mama, you know about hoodoo? Child, you must be out your mind. Who don't hear the death rattle, or nor how to talk with a frog? Common sense is what the Lord give ya. There's prophecy in the bark of a dog. Yes, hoodoo mama, woo! And if you do workings, you know a whole bunch of what that weird stuff was. So, yes, yes, yes. Yeah, you got a hoodoo mama, huh? Yes. And Growing Up Tipsy, Chapter 1. Somehow I knew that there was much more going on than was apparent on the surface. My existence and that of the things going on around me caused me to question everything, always looking for the deeper meaning. Let's see. Yes, and then it goes into the first part. It starts the official book. What do y'all think? Wow. She gives like the address. They actually grew up in the apartments of Marie Laveau. Like that's where her family's from, is like right there. In it. I'm so excited. I can't see comments. I think I'm behind. Should we continue? I wish that I could like tag you guys in and we could all be on video so we could like pass it and different people could read. Like, that would be so cool. Yeah, you like to read it? You want to read too? The family tea, right? Yes. I love it. And it reminds me of this poem. Yes, if you have any other poems or, stories or folk tales that this reminds you of as you're going along, or if like in here they mention one and you want to go find that and bring it to it, and, everyone drop their links and stuff in the chat, please feel free to. Oh, I'm on top chat again. Dang it. Yes. Bring the stories. Okay. Yes, I just want to read a little bit more on this first part, okay? She says, I was born in the city of the Voudon, New Orleans, Louisiana. My paternal grandmother's shotgun house stands at 1018 St. Anne Street. The Maison Blanche, the former home of Mademoiselle Marie Laveau, the voodoo priestess for 3 generations, is recorded as being 1022 St. Anne Street. To this day, my grandmother's house carries a sign that reads, the Marie Laveau Apartments. New Orleans, like the San Francisco Bay Area where I now live, is a psychic seaport. The psychic energies of many people, living and dead, hovers over the city of New Orleans, possibly because of the water. Visitors of the city become tipsy after being there only a short time. Tipsy is the name given to the state of mind that precedes possession. It is also used to mean slightly drunk. I grew up tipsy. Yes. Surreal Paintings of Authors, Isabel Allende. Yes, we'll have to look it up. Oh, is there a website that anyone thinks that we could like put all of these things? Like you could post the paintings. You know what? What is it? On Canva. I don't know if you guys use Canva. I think, yeah, except me and someone I knew used to do that when we were story writing. We can drop each other's ideas. I think you can make a group thing on there. It's a completely free site. I think on there, let me look or shoot if anyone knows like sites where we can like, kind of take notes, like those kind of things. Not like Pinterest, but the ones where you can put like mixed writing with like links to other things and pictures. I'm pretty sure you can do that on Canva. You used to be able to. But if I do that, I'll set one up for this so that and then everyone can have access or whatever. Hi, Luna. Yeah, so that if you're like, wow, it reminds me of this painting, it reminds me of this movie clip, it reminds me of these pictures, or these stories, like wouldn't that be so cool to have like a book club, like online mural space of like how this is inspiring us? That would be so awesome. Yes. Whoop. Na 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 na. That's very loud. Is that fun? Yeah, Mama's about done. Are you about ready? You want to go relax? Yeah. Well, you put it on the floor again. It still can't jump. It's not a frog. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. What's frog? F? Yes. Okay, definitely. All right, great. So this is gonna be a little bit of a short one since we're just going through. Anyone else can think of anything else we need to decide or hash through on this one? I would love to like talk more, but she's ready to go. Yes. Anything else? I put a link earlier for just some general guidelines to think about, to your opinions on certain questions that are like general book club study guides. Oh yeah. You're being so patient. All right, so actually this video will be up. So just drop any comments on the video and I will pop back on and be very interactive, and I'm going to start reading this once baby goes down Mimi's. And let me know. Yes, keep us circulating over here, all right? Thank you so much for